What is going on, killers? This is Street Slayers. I'm your boy Big Kurt, coming back to you with another video. Today I'm installing some BMR suspension lower control arms. I already did the driver's side. And as I was doing it, I realized that I did not even, like, I had the camera out. I wasn't doing anything right. So I'm going to show you how to do the passenger side. But before we do, I'm just going to give you a comparison. This is the stock lower control arm, and this is what we are putting on. Ooh, no, don't do that. As you can tell, huge difference. One-piece billet design, BMR suspension. This is stock stamped steel. I believe even these are somewhat of an upgrade for stock cars, because this is this 2014 Mustang GT is an MT82 car, if you can see that. So it came with a little bit more stiffer suspension from the factory, but obviously we are getting the better deal with the BMR. They are top-notch, grade A suspension products, and after that, after I get them installed, you know, we'll do a review on them. But without further ado, I'm gonna get wrenching. Okay, so the only tools that you really need besides a floor jack is you need a flathead screwdriver. You're going to take this little retainer clip out, and then you have that bolt, which is 18 millimeter, and then you have that bolt, if you can see that. This is literally somebody with low mechanic skills, I would probably say, can do this within an hour, both sides. Somebody that is used to wrenching, I would say probably has this done 15 minutes per side, probably, so about half hour, 45 minutes. So you just take that and you just pull back. All it is a little clip. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna stick that right there so it doesn't get lost. And then this little key, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. See? There that goes. I'm moving around a little nimbly because I hit myself with a grinder. Not fun. And then you just get that one. You're gonna have to get that with it's an 18 millimeter. You have to get it with a ratchet or a wrench, whichever one you use. But the other one on the inside, there's a lot more room to work. So if you prefer to, you can use an impact. But let me get everything situated here. A little muscle, a little oomph to get that all loose. This is the passenger side. one more side-by-side comparison. If you didn't see the last video when I picked these up, these are a billet one-piece design. You see the grease fittings for the polyurethane bushings. Very lightweight. There's these are these are significantly lighter than the stock ones, and they are stronger. Like I said, billet one-piece design. And in my previous video, whenever I picked these up, I talked about why I selected these. These are, well, for one, BMR is top-notch when it comes to suspension products. Number two reason is these were actually offered by Shelby America for an upgrade for the GT500. So whenever I make a selection for my car, I always pick things that work for typical 200 mile an hour plus cars. And the Shelby GT500 is the top dog in the yard when it comes to the Mustang world. So I'm going to go ahead, walk over here, get this one installed, and stay tuned. All right, so basically I'm just going to reverse the process. I'm going to stick, you know, the logo is going to go to the outside. There's like this little, the nut is on this clip. It's in place. I really don't want to take it out because I really don't feel like crawling down there right now. But if you take it apart, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part put in. All right, and just like that, that's in there. Now whenever you're putting this end back in over here, you might have to use your floor jack to adjust your rear a little bit, but that's usually not the case. That wasn't the case with the other side. So let's see what happens here. All right, so I had to jack it up a little bit on this side. I guess, of course, you know, it wasn't gonna make it easy on me, but anyway, you just kind of get it in there. And this is one of the reasons you don't have to use a wrench on the back of everything. You just kind of stick that back there, and that little tab stops it from rotating, and just tighten it up. And I'll get back to you. Just like that. While you're down here, if you want to, you can go ahead and reroute your e-brake cable. Alright, so you see it's all in there. I've already routed your e-brake cable. So here's the part where you really have to pay attention, and you really have to be cautious, because you can pinch a finger pretty quick. So this is going to tuck underneath that bracket right there. All right, and then what you're gonna have to do, bear with me, you're gonna take your flathead and stick it underneath this this spring-loaded bracket, and pull it back and slip the T right there into that little notch. But I'm going to need both hands, so I will get back to you as soon as I get it done. See, that's where it rests. Now you got to get this little pain in the ass clip back in. Alright, it's all back together. Ready for the rim. I'm not going to put the rims back on because I got a couple other things I'd like to do off camera, but there's your install. No big deal. Clips back in there, e-brake cable hooked back up. If you do lower control arms, you will have to retorque the bolts down to 130 foot-pounds. I believe that's what it's called for. I believe that's the spec. But I would strongly encourage you to at least drive it. You tighten it up, drive it, let them settle and break in. And, you know, I'm not talking about a long road trip. Maybe just drive it around the block at low speeds and maybe give it a couple bumps, and then torque it down to spec. So, all right, killers, well, that's going to do it for this install. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it informative. It's very easy install. Not a cheap one, but an easy one. Now, I'm not sponsored by BMR at all personally, but Xander 13 is. So I'm almost positive if you're watching this channel, you know who he is. So I would definitely check him out, because he gives promo codes for a decent percentage off of BMR suspension products. I believe he's an official ambassador for the company. While I have you, I just want to show you, I did pick up a new helmet, and it's, you know, pretty basic helmet, but I just wanted to show everybody something really quick before I'll let you go. When you buy a helmet for the track, DOT does not matter. You want a Snell approved helmet. Now, a lot of people ran into this problem at the racetrack. It was Maple Grove at Street Speed 717's call out. When you tech in, they're going to check your helmet. You definitely want to have a Snell approved helmet, especially if you're running, I believe, I can't remember what NHRA rules are, but I believe if you're running a 1399 or faster, don't quote me on that, but you can check the you can check out the rules online. I believe that's going to do it for now. If anybody needs these stock control arms, just hit me up on Instagram, or, you know, in the comment section. If you like what we're doing here, please give us a thumbs up, a like. I would strongly encourage you to consider subscribing, and if you're going to subscribe, hit the notification bell just in case you don't want to miss anything. So I believe that's going to do it for this video. You take care. I'll see you next time.